long as my prize remains intact, I shall remain pleased. Thus its life and yours shall be made as one. As it prospers, so shall you, for you are part of the swarm. If ever your flesh should fail, that flesh shall be made anew. That is my covenant with all Cerebrits. Now you have grown strong enough to bear the rigors of warp travel with the swarm. Thus we shall make our exit from this blasted world and secure the chrysalis within the hive cluster upon the planet Jar.
Remnants of the Protoss fleet still linger within this planet's orbit. They will attempt to block our exodus at every turn.
My brood shall aid you, Cerebrid, should you require assistance.
It's so nice. It's my own little slime family, keeping me protected as I'm the new guy, you know, or the new mom possibly with my baby, the chrysalis. Well, let's see how it goes. Ah, I love those little fade outs. So this time we actually start with two.
Do with my minions as you will, Cerebrid. They will serve you unquestioningly. Go now, and bring swift wrath to all who would oppose the swarm.
Little sumas. Now we have two hatches, which is nice. We also have special units. These are hunter killers. Dagoth's special brood of hydralisks. And we can now build mutalisks. The Mantis Screamer, with their primary attack, the Acid Spray. They send out these little bouncing glaives that strikes multiple things. Oh, that's great. If you remember when I played this with Silas, he basically built nothing but those. Require more minerals. So now we're actually transporting the chrysalis. It's actually movable at this point. We pick it up with a drone and move it around. Of course, that's secondary at the moment. What we're doing right now is just building up the base as usual. As you can see, we have one Vespene geyser over here, which isn't the perfect one. But, you know, we're building with drones mostly. We have a fair bit of minerals to start off with, and we have a decent defense force. Which will be needed because those pesky Protoss are gonna keep attacking us. They are not a big fan of Zerg.
Require more minerals.
We require more minerals. We don't want to over-explore here and cause too much problems. But it is handy if we can maybe find a possible exodus. Okay, well, here we go. Speaking of no over-exploring, the hunter killer should do enough work here that this isn't too much of a problem, though. There we go. I think we lost maybe one of them, but that's alright. It's a good first strike. Oh, look at that. Friends. This should morph into a sunken, I think. So you can always, of course, micromanage. Especially that this is particularly handy if you're playing Zerg, because since your dudes always regenerate, keeping them alive means that, like, they regen and heal later on. So good. The anti-fans. Yes, they are indeed anti-fans of the Zerg. As in, they hate them. A lot. Oh shit, they're not actually waypointed. That explains why the mineral income was so low. That should help a little bit. They were just sort of standing around there. Could have told that, thankfully, with, again, this is part of why we're playing it in Starcraft II rather than Starcraft 1. This little helpful idle worker button, which I should have paid more attention to, really. Minerals have been exhausted. You're one of them, maybe, but we have tons. So the plan here, really, at least for me, is to pretty much clear out a path first, and then bring the chrysalis later. Feels like it's a bit too risky to bring it along already, you know. But it is time to upgrade it either way. I want to get ourselves some hydralisks done. Well, first we need the Vespene gas, which we should have started earlier, honestly. Can we fit in another hatchery closer? I think we may not be able to. No, that actually works. Not the best base placement, but 3 hatcheries is what we need anyway, and it is close to the extractor. I think we are solid on drones now in regards to minerals, though. So the 3 I build now, well, or rather 3 of them, will go straight to the extractor, and then the rest goes for you guys. You guys are ready for the extractor. Yeah, just go straight in there, and then they'll pick the closest one eventually. We'll build ourselves a hydralisk den as soon as we have the Vespene for it. It's 50. We have a spawning pool already, but again, I tend to go for hydralisks mostly when I play Zerg. They're super neat. You should scout with the overlords. That's normally something I agree with. However, I don't have the upgrade speed for them, so they're quite slow. They go very slowly. And if they get hit, I lose my mineral and stuff, so it's not too bad. It's not a big enough map. I'm not that worried about exactly where they are, so I'm fine with it for now. But in general, I agree that it is a useful piece of advice. I want to sort of reinforce this troop with a little bit of hydralisks once we're done. We're gonna actually need some overlords as well. In fact, let's build 3 overlords, and we have a lot of minerals, so actually we can probably build a solid group of Zerglings. But we are limited on the amount of Vespene gas we have, so we might not need to bother with the upgrades. Instead, just go for this. Grooved spines. Part of what makes the Hunter Killer so good is that they start with the upgrades. They already have the extra range and the extra speed, which is nice. If you want to upgrade Overlord speed, I believe you need to make it into a lair. So you know what? Let's just make a lair. And then let's build a few hydralisks. Thankfully, they are only 25, so we can build 4. And then we are going to put armies there, and we have Lord Hero drones there. Alright, that's a decent enough start. Don't worry, soon enough things can actually start happening.
We require more Vespene gas.
Ah, a scout. It didn't last long. Scouts are the same as... Oh, hello. Aha! They have dragoons up here. Scouts are the same as wraiths in that they're mainly... The use of them is like for like worker harass or taking out things that can't actually attack you back. Or anti-air, which they do a lot better for. Now there's one thing I still want to do that I haven't done yet, and that's to build an evolution chamber. This contains like weapon upgrades and stuff. Where can we build it? Just build it here. That'll work. I want to upgrade the hydralisk's damage and so on. We also upgrade their speed. Almost 150. Just mash it until I have 150. That'll work. There we go. Alright, we have a strong enough army now that I can pretty much break through whatever we want here. Little stutter stepping. That's the ranged advantage against melee units. This is Mass Recall, which is basically kind of a custom campaign, custom mod you can download. Unless you play the Starcraft I campaign in Starcraft II. See, if I keep like backing away and shooting, melee units have faced like no difficulty whatsoever. We now have a big enough army that nothing is a problem. The attacking uphill is a bit of a different issue though, but hey, look at this. Oh, they try to accidentally walk through that way. That should be alright. We have enough now that we can break through here. Oh, they just sort of kept walking through. That's alright. We'll attack them from behind. It's gonna take out my hydraulics then, I believe. have to walk there, catch up here.
Our forces are under attack.
And that's probably the biggest battle we're gonna have on this map. Oh shit, it's a Reaper! I mean Reaver. They wreck small groups like Zerglings and Hydralisks. They have a huge AoE bomb thing they kind of send to you. Alright, we're gonna have to rebuild a bunch of things here. Hydralisk down mainly. I think the rest was just sort of some creep colonies and stuff, so that's mostly alright. Where did the... There we go. Upgrade the missile attacks. You should play Orc. Funnily enough, the race that fits most to Orc is Protoss. Because they're all about like having stronger, more expensive troops and so on. With, you know, a decent use of spellcasters. Alright, let's rebuild our forces a bit and then continue going. I don't know if the uphill miss is replicated the same way as it was in Starcraft I. In Starcraft II, the way it worked is basically you didn't have vision uphill, so someone attacked you, you just flat out couldn't attack it, and that was basically it. That was the uphill mechanic. Period. In Starcraft I, however, it was like if you got attacked by something, you saw it, but if it was uphill from you, you had a 50% chance to hit. So when it's being used in this engine, I don't know if the Mass Recall people have coded that part of the game, or they're using Starcraft II rules. I suspect it's Starcraft II rules. But then again, I did see that thing all of a sudden appear, so unsure. Alright, we're going down here. We have handily have the place already beaconed out. A Zealot will normally take a Hydralisk one-on-one, but in a big group like this, they just die. Luring away the troops like this is handy. Because then we don't have to fight the static defenses at the same time. And similarly here, if you... They got the pylons, they don't do a lot. However, their pylon position are pretty good, so... Arguably it's better just to take out the cannon. Oh.
Our forces are under attack.
I think we pretty much eliminated everything on this map now. There's like a base here. I don't think really we need to go into this base, to be honest. Because we pretty much, unless this isn't the actual way, I think we have the path clear to the Chrysalis right now. Ah, we need overlords now. Also, can we upgrade? I don't think we only allow level... No, we have level 2 allowed. Excellent. We need more minerals. The question is if we should bother going to kill this base. We might as well, I suppose. See, the thing here is, like, we have to try to, like, sneak in. Choke points are good for them, because they have stronger... But if we can, like, move all the dudes inside here... Now we can start doing some damage. There we go.
We require more minerals.
Oh, I spent all my minerals I was supposed to upgrade. Right. Oh yeah, the lair's upgraded now. We don't actually still have the Overlord upgrade, but it does allow us to upgrade level 2 here. Which is what I would need to do. And that is pretty much it for the Protoss. Do we have any Hunter Kills left? We have 1 Hunter Killer left. Brave guy. That was the help that Dagoth gave us. Now, if need be, we can expand, but we really don't need to do that.
Require more minerals.
We're just gonna walk right down there. And then, how about you? You get to be the Honorable Chrysalis carrier. Look, he's all glowy and stuff. We have cleared the path. Where did he go? Where did my Chrysalid guy go? There he is. He's being escorted. Alright. Escort the glorious carrier of the Chrysalid. Chrysalis. Mission complete, friends. Mission complete.
Prepare yourself, Cerebrate. Your first jump through warp space could be unsettling.
I'm prepared. Oh god, I wasn't prepared. With the Protoss forces beaten and scattered, the Overmind has withdrawn the swarms to the remote ash world of Char. Oh yeah, not as high survival rate this time, but still a decent KD, which is, you know, what we want.